you have a pretty traumatic situation.
Yeah.
Where you get really hurt. And every time you played the video, I would wince and be like, oh.
Yeah.
And man, I think you did something brave, bro, where you decided to document it. I wouldn't have documented it. And I don't know if that makes me wise or dumb or a coward or what, but you documented it. And before the world, the tears, hearing your wife cry in the background. And now you're on the other side of it. Yeah. So tell me like a little bit about that and how we got here.
Man, yeah. I mean, if I go way back, I've achieved every single thing I've ever wanted to achieve in music. I wanted to do certain stuff in music. That happened with Surfaces. We reached these heights that I never thought I would ever reach. In the midst of those heights, I just felt this call from God to take a step back. I didn't know what that looked like. So I'm going to try to condense this story as much as I can. But basically, kind of retired in a way. I didn't really know what was on I was kind of just taking one step in front of the other, like a daily thing. Like it would look like an offer for a show would come through. I think it's a yes. I pray about it. It's a no. Hey, Grace, it's a no. Tell the team it's a no.
Did you really turn down $1 million to stay home with your son?
Yeah. We had $1 million offer, and that was the line in the sand. That was the line in the sand. And we had $1 million offer. It was technically like $850,000, but you put merch on top of that and stuff like that. So someone's gonna be like,
I appreciate
I know how it works. I know how it works.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah. That was kind of the line in the sand of almost. I'm trying to think of like a holy way to say this, but like kind of like a middle finger to like to anything that isn't of God. Mm-hmm. Just like, you know what, God, like I'm your soldier. I'm gonna do whatever you want me to, and if that means turning down this $1 million offer. So, anyways, that's kind of my reality. That's where I'm at. I take a step back. I'm chilling for I don't know a year or so, and then in the quiet, God starts to give me a worship song. It wasn't a bunch. It was just one worship song, which was No Longer Bound. So I put that out through DistroKid independently, start this new artist project, and it goes crazy, right? Like, I don't know if you were tracking it all for that, but
yeah. You were doing some like lo-fi stuff too before that, weren't you? Like some more
I've tried a bunch of things. And I've always had a heart for worship, but in the same way that you're saying you have blessed God because you don't want to put your name on your branding, that was my heart too. I was like, I'm going to brand my worship. I'm going to release my worship through DistroKid and like receive money. That I didn't like that. And so I just took a non-approach. I'm just not going to do it because I don't want to bastardize a holy thing. But then later, once I had these worship songs, this No Longer Bound, I felt like God was telling me to put it out. So put it out. Then the floodgates opened and he just started using me to make all these songs. Then I put out, I don't know, it was like 80 songs or something in like in the span of a year. Cause it just kept going. So, I guess the reason I say that is I'm on one giant side mission that I never thought I was going to go on. All of my needs and all of my wildest dreams were the boxes were all checked before this happened. So all of this is just this crazy bonus mission that I'm on. And just like touring, I have no interest in touring, but then I feel like God's telling me to tour, and I'm like, okay, go. Like, I'm your soldier, God. I'm going to do what you want me to do. So all that being said, I did the last tour. I knew you came to the San Diego show the first time.
I went to both San Diego.
You went to both
shows.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was great. It was phenomenal.
Amazing.
And I've said this publicly about you. I'll say this to your face. Like, you stopping and engaging with my son and his friends, like, means the world to them and means the world to me. And I think like people can like dunk on Christian music or whatever, it's too pop. Like, you don't get it until you have kids,
right?
You know what I mean? And then seeing how people actually engage, whether that's you, Lecrae, like whatever. It's like, yeah. So I saw both shows. I saw the arena show, which was nuts, you know, and so yeah, I've seen it firsthand. But I had the privilege of seeing how you interact with people, like how you treat people, like your heart and your you're gonna stop and you had like a shirt off and you were like running the back. You're just sitting there just talking to me and my 10-year-old we chatted for like 10, 15 minutes, you know? So I thought that was really cool. So anyway, I don't mean to interrupt, but yeah.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. I love that. Sorry, a side tangent on that. Not that you're even asking about that, but we got to, me and my buddy Noah got to witness to some pretty high profile people. Which was really exciting. But earlier that day, there was a guy outside of Best Buy, and I got to witness to him just one-on-one, and they were equally exciting. And I was telling my friend Noah, it's so fun when you follow the Lord because he leaves the 99 for the one.
Come on.
It's just so good. It's always so good. So, all right, back to the story. I'm on this bonus mission. I do this tour. I'm recognizing that God is blowing up. We've blown up my music, right? Do this arena tour, and I'm just like, okay, there's a million directions I can go with this. I can go do 100 shows. I could go tour overseas. You know, I could put out a bunch of albums, or I could not do that. And I want to do what God tells me. So I took a 2-month break from social media. 1 month was just like vacationing with the fam and stuff, just being present with them. And then the next month, I did a daily 30-day journal where I wasn't on social media, straight up, just on the journal asking God, what do you want me to do with my career? Like, here is my career at the altar. And he gave me these ideas about this. Well, technically, I had this visual of the wave Nazare. Is like a picture he gave me. The wave Nazare is 2 wedges that collide to make a 100-foot wave. And I felt like God was saying, hey, your music, like the touring and stuff, that's a 50-foot wave. That's one wedge, but I have this other wedge for you if you're willing to work on it that's going to make a 100-foot wave. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm journaling stuff down. And I felt like God was saying, I want you to start capturing your music in real time. Stop marketing. Stop making a song and then brainstorming how to make it do well on social media. Just capture the moment. So I'm like, okay. And so I'm in my journal practically asking God, what does that mean? You want me to buy some more camera equipment? Yeah, buy this, so then I'm on Amazon, I order this camera equipment. And long story short, finished the journal. And I made 2 songs with that in mind. So I hit record, and then I made a song in like 4 or 5 hours. And then I edited the video, and then like there it was. I'm like, okay, cool. This is my new path, and that'll come out at some point. But I had to hit the pause button. And then I made this other song where it was like watching our wedding video in real time, and then making a song to it in real time, watching the wedding video, and just cool concepts like that. So, anyways, I'm ready to launch that, and then I break my back on camera. So, back's broken. I have a weird piece the whole time. Like you can see in the footage, like I'm in extreme pain, right? And I'm just kind of like I don't know. I just remember feeling like the presence of the Holy Spirit. And even they had to get me in a stretcher and put me in the ambulance. I remember just crying in the ambulance, not from the pain, but just because I felt His presence heavy, just like I was in like a worship. And I was just like, whoa, God's going to use me in a big way. He's going to use this. I feel it. And even like the nurse. Sorry if I'm rambling here, but like the nurse, her son and her dad's name were Forrest. And she was a fan of the music and stuff. And just weird, I don't know, it felt very connected. Like there's a lot of kind of synchronicities with it. So anyways, I get back. I'm now laying in my bed, and I feel the prompt from God, like, hey, this is it. This is what the journal was about. Oof. I'm like, oh, okay. So what you have is exceedingly more abundant than what we can do. All we can do is just show up. We hear in part, we see in part. Okay, I get it. This is the reality thing. So I asked Grace to go downstairs and get my camera equipment, and I hit record. While I'm getting into bed was when because everyone's like, what do you mean you pulled out a camera and captured yourself crying with your wife? I was like, I didn't mean to. I hit record because what I was going to do is I had like 5 hours of runtime on the camera. Hit record. She was going to help me into bed, and then she was going to leave for 5 hours so I could just see what happened on camera. And we captured that moment. And then, I'm laying down and the record button, and the first thing I'm out, God's got my back. And I make God's got my back. On the caption for that post, I said, turning lemons into lemonade. That same day, the Figs have the song that they made, like, hey, Forrest Frank, we made a song for you. And it's called Lemonade, turning lemons into lemonade. So I'm experiencing this in real time, just like, whoa, this was it. God was preparing me for this moment. And so now I'm playing this, like, it's almost like I'm playing tennis with my reality. Like here, like I'm just pulling my phone, like lemonade. Okay, cool. I'll make a song with that. Then boom, that happens. And then like now Torrin Wells is praying for me with 5,000 people or something at a show. And just, it genuinely, like I felt it in my spirit. And then, yeah, just kept going back and forth. And I'm just capturing everything in real time because I've got nothing better to do. And I feel like God's calling me to do that. And then, here's another interesting part. Going back to the first thing I said, all of the boxes are checked. This is all a bonus mission. I don't do this for money. We get offers for shows out the wazoo. I don't take any of them. The answer is no, unless God says it's a yes. And so I took, I think 3 or 4 shows this year. That's it. I had a show. It was the Iowa State Fair 3 weeks after I broke my back. And I was wrestling with that. I was like, God, why did you tell me to accept that show if I'm going to cancel it? And so sure enough, 2 weeks after I broke my back, it was the day that I had to announce that I was supposed to cancel the Iowa State Fair. I woke up and I was fine.
Wow.
So ended up accepting it, did the show, the Figs popped out, we performed Lemonade live. And so I'm just in this crazy reality show of favor and yeah, that's...
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, then hit the like button. If you liked it a lot and have a thought to share, leave a comment. If you are listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review, and you could even leave a comment over there. And if you want to watch another video that is recommended just for you, hit this video over here. Let me know if they nailed it. Also, you can partner with us monthly, which helps us out a lot in our monthly community. Get access to early drops and all that kind of good stuff over here. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.